Every January, as the rest of the world settles down after the holidays, the city of New Orleans gears up for Mardi Gras. Carnival season is full of parades, balls, and its signature dish, king cake. And one of the most legendary king cake bakeries in New Orleans is Gambino's bakery.
I have been coming to Gambino's for 50 years at least.
I drove an hour and a half just to get to Gambino's to get one of their delicious king cakes.
For several generations, Gambino's has been baking king cakes for New Orleans and the rest of the world.
This is our 71st year in business, so we have a lot of experience. We have people that have been with us 40 years, 20 years.
And the business of king cakes is big business. In addition to selling the cakes at their bakery, Gambino's ships king cakes all over the world.
Doing a little 700-800 a day, which is a pretty good amount for a plate building this size.
We probably make about 100,000 during Carnival season.
So what exactly is a king cake, and how is it made in New Orleans?
It's a sweet Danish dough. There's cinnamon in it, the traditional cinnamon. It's made from scratch every day.
So we start out in the morning by making fresh dough. We mix it, we chop it up on the table, and then we give it a moment to rest, and we start the processing it. I think it arrived from the cinnamon roll, and it just expanded from there. Well, instead of making a dough and cutting it off, making a little sweet roll, let's stretch it out. Let's stretch it out and make a loop out of it. I don't know where it originated from, but this is what it ended up being.
In NOLA, the cake fits right in with Mardi Gras tradition.
So it has the traditional 3 colors, the green, purple, and gold, and it's faith, justice, and power.
Generations of children have been raised in New Orleans eating cakes during Carnival season.
As soon as we get weaned off of the bottle, that's pretty much, the next thing to go in your hand. It just is. It just is.
Sharing king cake was a tradition long before New Orleans became a city. The cake's name comes from a biblical story of the 3 wise men visiting baby Jesus on the 12th night, or King's Day, celebrated on January 6th. Today, king cake is available between King's Day and Mardi Gras Day, the day before Lent begins. The origin of the king cake itself varies on who you ask, but is most commonly believed to have started in France or Spain and was popularized during the Middle Ages. While king cake might not have been invented in New Orleans, bakeries across the city like Gambino's have perfected it.
There's different parts of the world that celebrate Carnival, but they also have, a version of the king cake. I think ours, we have a lot of sugar in ours, so I think ours is sweeter. I don't think when you go to Europe or even Mexico, it's not as, they don't have the icing and the sugars on it.
Gambino's claim to fame was that they were one of the first bakeries to actually fill their cakes.
We actually call them stuffed because most bakeries will add the filling on top. Like if it's strawberry, they'll just make a regular king cake, add strawberry filling on top. So we actually put the filling inside the king cake and roll it and then bake the filling in it. So the flavor generates throughout the entire king cake instead of just being placed on top.
The final and possibly most important ingredient in a king cake is a plastic baby baked into every cake.
So the baby originally, was supposed to be like baby Jesus, but basically it symbolizes like health, prosperity, you're the king, it's like the grand prize in the cake.
Before the baby was popularized, many Mardi Gras crews would hide a bean in their cake, and whoever ate the piece with the bean inside would be the king or queen for that year's Mardi Gras parade. Today, you can't buy a king cake without a plastic baby.
I remember getting the baby a couple of times when I was a little kid, at school. And it was like, oh, that was popularity gold. That was pretty cool.
Tradition goes that whoever finds the baby has to provide the king cake for the next party. But after Hurricane Katrina devastated New Orleans, many bakeries, including Gambino's, were not sure if they'd reopen.
It was scary because you wonder if I think everybody felt, anybody that had a business here or was employed here, you didn't know what your future was. So it was very frightening. Sorry. Everything was just really slow coming back, and nobody really knew what was going to happen. The city's come back even stronger, and better, and our people here are they're so strong.
In the years since the hurricane, Gambino's popularity has grown stronger than ever. Some of the bakery's most loyal customers are former New Orleans residents who didn't come back to the city after Katrina, so they have Gambino's king cakes shipped to them wherever they are in the world.
You have to live every day to the fullest because we just don't know what's going to happen. And I think that's why we celebrate so big here. I think that's what makes this place so unique to anywhere else, because we just have this, joie de vivre, that we love life and we love our culture and we just want it to keep going. And it's just kind of something to bring people together for, a celebration, which we like to do in New Orleans.